Alright everybody, back with the next Yankee video for the 10 people who care about this series. We're up to the letter M. Much bigger stack than usual, so might be a bit of a longer video, so let's get going. Starting out with Kevin Moss, who taught a lot of people in the hobby about the dangers of prospecting. I missed out on the Kevin Moss hype because that was a few years before I was collecting baseball stuff, but I definitely heard stories a few years later when I got into the baseball card hobby. So cool to have an auto of him in the collection. One of the infamous guys in the history of the hobby. Next we have my only Mickey Mantle from this stack. A relic from 2006, Allen and Ginter. I received a box of this back when it came out as a gift and ended up pulling this out of that box. Not a super expensive Mantle relic, but very cool to pull that from a pack. And following up, Mantle with one of his buddies, Roger Maris. Nice relic from the early days of National Treasures baseball. And this was a Ricky Russo purchase. Doesn't have the RR sticker because it wasn't from eBay. This was from one of his YouTube sales from back in the day. YouTube sales were pretty different back then. And as usual, as I always say, you're going to have a few of these didn't make it prospects that kind of flamed out. So I don't know how I ended up with 3 Jeff Marquez autographs, but pretty cool looking one there from Fleer Hot Prospects. This one I'm pretty sure I pulled from a box. I bought a box of this like a decade after the product came out. Got the box cheap. Had like 5 or 6 hits in it, so that might have been one from that box. And then this one I'm pretty sure I bought on eBay back when this product came out. Bowman Sterling from 04. Just always really liked the looks of these. Also picked up a Robinson Cano like this back around the same time. So yeah, there you have Jeff Marquez. Next we have Tino Martinez, one of my favorite Yankees of all time. And this card I've shown many times for different responses and showcases and things. Co-signers dual auto with Roberto Alomar. But I also have 2 other Tino autos. This one from Topps, 2021 Topps. And I really like this one from Archive Signature Series. They use the 2000 finest there. Some of these Archive Signature Series sometimes don't look that good because they kind of pick the wrong cards. But again, really like the look of that one. Next, here's Jorge Mateo. I've forgotten that I have this one. He now plays for the Orioles. He was a big Yankee prospect back then. They traded him to Oakland for Sonny Gray with some other prospects. Didn't really do much over there. Was playing pretty well with Oakland, I think last year and this year, but he can be kind of inconsistent. I think he had a really cold second half this year. Yeah, cool looking Tech. Here's some Hideki Matsui stuff. Another one of my favorite Yankees. Here's just some manufactured patch stuff. Let's get those out of the way. It's a rookie year card from Upper Deck Patch Collection. And then another rookie year card from Upper Deck Classics, or Sweet Spot Classic. So yeah, not a patch that they actually used for anything, but decent looking card that they made there. And here's an actual jersey card from Upper Deck. I think that one might be rookie year also. And this one I think is a second year. Upper Deck Honor Roll, got a pinstripe kind of hidden there. And then the big one that I've shown a few times, the SPX rookie jersey auto. Again, as I've said before, absolutely love that card. Definitely in the top 10 Yankee cards for me. getting through the stack at a pretty good pace. Here's some Don Mattingly stuff, starting with one of these manufactured pin things on a reprint of his 84 Topps. Here's a jersey card that I probably overpaid for back in the day, back in the early days of jersey cards. But really like the look of that with the Bowman's Best Shine and the pinstripe. And a couple of autos. This one I showed before, the duel with Wade Boggs. Mentioned before that I pulled that from a box years ago. And this one I haven't shown it as much. Probably showed it like once from Tribute. Bought that from a Snotzilla sale on Facebook a few years ago. Yeah, that was a pretty good looking year of Tribute. Kind of a pretty basic, clean design that year. Here's a big Brian McCann relic, which I'm not sure what that is. It says it's game used material, but the Yankees don't use jerseys of that color. So I don't know if it's like a wristband or something. Maybe it's like a spring training jersey. Maybe it's navy blue and it looks black to me. Number to 49. And I also have a Brian McCann autograph on the way. Was gonna wait till I got here to do this video, but I had this big stack sitting out here and kind of just wanted to get it done so I could put all these cards away. So I'll be showing that McCann auto at the start of the next video, most likely. Here's a Melky Mesa Bowman Chrome auto. Another former prospect. He got called up for like a month or so a few years ago. I kind of liked him. Was like an exciting outfielder. Always like very energetic. Always had a big smile on his face, but just couldn't hit well enough to stick in the big leagues. Here we have a pair of Andrew Miller cards, who was a pretty dominant reliever for the Yankees for a few years. Arguably one of the best relievers in all of baseball those years. There's a jersey card that I bought from Mike O many years ago. Let's see, this is from 2016. So yeah, I think he opened some of this Allen and Ginter and he pulled this and I ended up buying it off of him. And then this one was another Ricky Russo purchase. Top Strata autograph. Strata was pretty cool. I think they only did it a year or two. But kind of a cool, different looking type of product. Here we have a few more former prospects. Got Brian Mitchell. He got called up for a few months, a few years ago. I thought he was going to be pretty good. Had a pretty decent fastball, like a good sinking fastball. But he ended up getting injured. I think he ended up needing Tommy John surgery and was out for a while. He was still kicking around the minors for a few teams the past few years. I think last year he was in the Padres AAA team. Not sure if he's anywhere this year. And here's Leonardo Molina. That was a nice year of Bowman Inception. Again, nice clean design. Autographs looked good on it. But yeah, Leonardo didn't make it. Here are a couple different guys named Montgomery. First you got Jordan Montgomery. A nice National Treasures auto rookie patch. Number to 49. I always liked him. He was like a decent bottom of the rotation guy. They traded him last year for Harrison Bader. But yeah, everybody can't be an ace. You need some guys in the 4 and 5 spots that can give you some innings, give you some wins, and he can do that. He's a free agent at the end of this year, so wouldn't mind if they bring him back next year. And here's Mark Montgomery, who I don't think is related to Jordan Montgomery, but I remember he was a decent prospect at one point, but don't think he ever got called up. Winding down with the last few here. Got a nice bat relic of Bobby Mercer, one of my favorite Yankee announcers of all time. Always seemed like he was in a good mood. Was just happy to be up there in the booth calling the game. Always had some good stories. Don't have a Bobby Mercer autograph. Would love to get one. But as I've said, that's part of the cool thing of doing this. You can kind of see some stuff that's missing from your collection, some stuff you'd like to add. Here's a big jersey piece of J.R. Murphy, numbered to 50. He was like a decent backup catcher for a few years. And last one for this stack. We've been ending the past few videos with some decent players. You have a relic of Hall of Famer Mike Mussina. I think I also have a few Orioles relics of him, but do not have a Mussina autograph. Definitely need to get one. It's just one of those things that you want to get, but kind of slips your mind all the time. But yeah, definitely need to add one of his autos. He was one of my favorite pitchers to watch when he was here. So there you go. Here are a few of the favorites from this group. Again, it was a pretty decent sized stack for the letter M. So next time we'll see how many I have for the letter N.